Hello again, it's Coach Jem here, your spiritual and holistic life coach, here to serve the community of lost souls trying to find their way back home, of healing, self-healing, their mind, body and soul. This is real talk, real healing and the real you. And in today's session, I want to talk about heartbreak, real deep heartbreak that you just don't know what to do. Don't know whether to laugh or cry. Or I got 5 major steps that I want to work with you to show you that you got this. How many times have you been through heartbreak? I'm sure you can count on more than one hand. It is painful. It's extremely painful. But how do you actually deal with it? You can't sleep properly. You can't eat. You keep checking your phone to see if their name comes up on your phone. Are they going to call you? And sometimes you could be that overeater. Maybe you, depending on how you go through it, maybe you want to overeat. However you're going through the pain, one minute you're crying, another minute you're angry. Can't believe that this is happening. Comes out of nowhere. You start remembering all the good times. And suddenly you're questioning everything. Where did you go wrong? How did it go wrong? Should I call him or her? Should I call them? And then you start to ring them. And depending on if you've had something to drink, you get that drunk text that you maybe send it, maybe you don't send it. It's just mixed emotions. Should I read the last message, or do you go back through all the messages that you had between you? Should I fight for the relationship? Did they ever love me? Did they really love me? If they really loved me, they should have fought for me. Did they? Maybe they didn't. Maybe they'd fight the other way where it becomes toxic. And that isn't love either. But listen to me carefully. Before you send that next message, before you check their social media, if they're on social media, before you blame yourself for everything that went wrong, stay with me. But today, we are not pretending heartbreak doesn't hurt. We are not hiding behind positive quotes and rushing around to get into forgiveness, to rush into forgiveness. Today, we're going to be opening up that heartbreak first aid kit. That's what I'm going to have for you, the first aid kit of how do we work through this. You've got a wound. What do? You clean the wound and then you put some alcohol on there, not the one you drink, but you put some alcohol on there, antiseptic cream. Maybe you want to put a plaster on, Band-Aid as they call it here. But whatever it is, there's a process. And we're going to take a step-by-step process, and I have 5 steps to just help. So, you're the only one that you're trying to make the job. Are you the one? Are you the only one that's trying to make this work? Did they try and work it out, figure it out? Your job is just to survive today. Take each day as it comes, step by step. Feel that pain and live within the pain to help you work through it. But once again, welcome to Coach Jem's Healing Room. This is the safe space where we can talk and could communicate. I got that listening ear. to show you that I am here for you. This isn't like a doctor's surgery where you tell them that you've got something wrong with your ear and they want to look at your foot. I am listening. I am here for you because I care. Healing is a worldwide thing, and that's where I want to try and build my collective. That's my aim, so that we can all sit there and talk within our community and share heartfelt things. Sometimes it's easy to share stuff with strangers that maybe you just want to talk and they don't need to know you. But because we all come from the same thing, we all bleed the same, that we all feel the pain when heartache, heartbreak takes us. And we've got this. You are not alone. You've got this. Here there is no judgment. I do not have to pretend. And you don't have to pretend to be strong either. There's nothing wrong with being weak. There's nothing wrong in feeling like your whole world has fallen apart. But what I can say is, you're not alone. We are here. We've all been through it. Some more than others. Some maybe haven't even been through it. And heartache doesn't necessarily mean that it's just a relationship. It can also mean that you maybe have lost a loved one. It's still heartache. You're still wondering how you're going to cope without them. And yeah, you might want to pick the phone up and then you realize, oh crap, they're no longer around. So there's different shapes and forms of heartache. You do not have to tell me that you're fine when you're not, when your heart hurts, it aches, when you have that snotty nose, tears and the crying and you want to scream. It's all right. This is a safe place. Let's talk about how to survive the heartbreak without losing yourself in this wreckage. So, in this episode, we're going to be going deep into heartbreak and recovery. I will walk you through 5 pieces of emotional first aid. Let the pain come out. Create a safe space for your heart. Rally around. Get the support from family and friends. Someone that you know is going to be there for you. We're going to take the heartbreak and the breakup, self-care seriously. Make no major decisions while you are emotionally flooded. Later, I'll be answering a heartfelt question from Ask Coach Jem. That's the segment where you can ask me a question and I will be able to answer it with my opinion. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. It's my opinion, and this is why you asked me. What do I think? And I get that a lot. People asking me, what do you think about this? And sometimes, no, a lot of the times, because I think outside the box, I will come from another angle. And so, I didn't think about that. Thanks for that. It's like, you're welcome. So like I say, we've got the Ask Coach Jem. And so that will be later on in the program. And what I want you to do is to stay to the end, because I'm going to give you a simple 24-hour heartbreak plan that's going to help you. If you feel tempted to call the person, text them, beg them, chase them, I've got some answers for you of what to do. This is not about becoming bitter. Definitely isn't. It's not about pretending you never loved them. It's about learning how to love yourself, enjoy how to bleed all over, your life that is still waiting for you. You got better things to come. And we can't treat these relationships like that's the only person out there. We have to go through these heartbreaks to know that greater things are to come. It doesn't feel like it at the time, but believe me, I am living proof that greater things are to come when you believe in yourself, and you have to take the relationships that they're just here to teach you things. We can learn that life is not that complicated. Learn from it. Don't hold on to the pain. Take what you've got to take from out of that relationship, the positive side, and everything will work out in the end. I've got a couple of ebooks out. I've got about 4 ebooks coming out, or they're already out. And one of them is the Frankenstein method. And what all that's about is finding the best parts, because I only live by positivity. So it's finding the best parts that you can take out of the previous partner. So you finding your Frankenstein, the man. Take all the good bits. Not every single relationship was bad. There were some good bits. Write them down. Have a journal. Write them down and figure out what was it with every single person you dealt with. And for the men looking for the women, I've called her Frankenstein. Same thing. Take out all the good bits and disregard all the crappy bits, the bits that there's no point in thinking about that. I only deal with positivity. Take them and rebuild your new partner. And it works. It absolutely works. I've got an ebook on it where you can purchase it, support the community, purchase it, and work through it. It's an in-depth thing where you work on yourself. The other book that I've got is about the self-love, where you have got to start from. You're looking for a relationship, you have to start with loving yourself. So with that journal and ebook, it's about starting from the scratch, looking for your inner child, doing shadow work, meditating, thinking about how you're going to eat and put goodness back into your body. Learn to know how to love yourself. And then once you've loved yourself, then you can then look at your partner that you're looking for. And then once you've found that partner and worked through that program, the third book is about the full circle of tying the two together. So it's a 3-part book. You can also purchase a bundle at a very reasonable price. I am just here to help my community. And for me giving back to you, you're going to give back to me. And this is where we got to remember to love yourself, hug yourself, kiss yourself, and always look in the mirror and say, I got this. I love me. Nothing wrong with loving yourself. So let's continue with our heartbreak. There are breakups that do more than end a relationship. They shake your identity. You look in the mirror and wonder, who am I without this person? You may have built your routines around them. Your weekend included doing trips, going to a bar, planning your holidays. It was just your future was about being together. Now you're standing there in the future. What does it look like now that you're on your own? What does it feel like? That can feel very terrifying. But ending a relationship does not mean that it ends you. Sometimes it feels like your whole life is falling apart. It's actually just chapter one. That's all it is. And with your life, you can rewrite your story. It doesn't have to be a certain way. It's about rewriting it. If you don't like it, you can change it. You don't always have to turn it down today. You don't. Life just changes the minute you wake up and realize that I got this. I don't have to feel this way. Be in your feelings. That's normal, but you don't have to settle. Today I'm going to help you be able to breathe again. Let's breathe. Let's sit on that. Take a deep breath. Hold it. And breathe out. Do that a couple of times. Resets your mind. Gives you more energy. Breathe. Learn how to breathe again. Use those lungs. Use those lungs. You got this. Let's carry on. Some people will cry. Some become angry. Some cannot feel anything anymore. You just become numb. You're walking around thinking how, who, what, when. Almost as if you're watching their life happen outside their body. But eventually these feelings need to go somewhere. Heartbreak does not disappear because you refuse to talk about it. Pain is not expressed, does not simply pack their bags and leave. It often changes their clothes. It may show up as being irritable or irritating. It may show up as exhaustion. It may show up as overeating, undereating, not eating at all, overspending, go on a binge spend, want to clear out your bank account, overworking, drinking, withdrawal, want to stay in the house, don't want to go out anymore, just want to turn the lights off and not talk to anybody, sit there in silence. How are you going to be coping? How are you going to get through this? You might say it's over. That's it. What's the point? I don't want to carry on. I don't want to be here. If I can't be with them, then what's the point? There is a difference between being strong and being emotionally unavailable to yourself. Being strong does not mean you never cry. It means you allow the truth to move through you without letting it destroy you. Cry if you need to. It's important to release the pain that you're going through. Keeping it pent up and thinking, I can work through this on my own and not talking to anyone is not healthy. It's not healthy. Write a letter. You are not going to send it anywhere, but write a letter. Write a journal. Sit there and write everything. Get it out. Sometimes it's easy to write this journal or write on a piece of paper how you're feeling. Some people like to burn it, other people like to just keep it and read it at a later date. Do what's best for you. You could go and sit in a car, speak some words you never got the chance to say. Maybe you like to just get a pillow, face in. Maybe you want to do that. Do whatever. Be in the car, scream. Do whatever you've got to do to release? Pray. That's a good one. Pray. Pray and breathe. Sit in silence. Think, how am I going to get through this? Take a long shower and allow the water to carry some of the heaviness away. How many times, if you are able to, get in the shower? I love doing this. And just letting the water just beat down on me. It feels so good. I treat it as washing everything from the day, washing everything away and watching it go down the plug hole. Feels good. And say some words. I release all the energy, all the stuff that's gone on today, good or bad. I release it. I'm freeing myself. I'm washing myself, obviously, but I'm washing myself, washing away all the, whether it is negative energy for today, and bring in all the positive energy. That makes you feel good as well. You can put on some music. I love to dance. Dance to music, dance when I'm cooking, dance when I'm want to sleep, and dance in my sleep. Dancing, I just love dancing. That really, I don't know if it's the Caribbean in me, but I just really love to release and move my hips. I think it's like an ancestral thing that we feel that beat. We feel that beat and we've just got to move our body. It makes you feel so good. It does. It makes you feel so good. The next thing you could do is put things, you could give yourself a grief container. Let me show you. Something like this. You could open it up, put everything in it, close it up, depending on how big or how small or how big things are. We can put it in a container, whether it's an imaginary one or that real one. Put it in there and say, for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to let myself feel this. I'm going to cry. I'm going to write something down. I'm going to pray and tell the truth. Then I'm going to wash my face, drink some water, and take care of my next need. So again, for the next 20 minutes, or however long, 10 minutes, 20, I'm going to let myself feel this. I'm going to cry, write, pray, and tell the truth. Then I'm going to wash my face, drink some water, and take care of my next need. This is an emotional honesty and emotional safety. This is us being honest with ourselves, going back full circle of this is the start and the basis of you loving yourself by giving back to you. Don't take on that other person's pain when there's no need. We are not suppressing the pain, but we are also letting it swallow the entire day by putting it in that box and giving back to yourself. And please hear me on this. You are not only grieving the person, you may be grieving the future you imagined with them. You were going to live with them. Maybe you did live with them. And then you had to move out. Been there so many times. And you're thinking, what? How am I going to survive this? Maybe you're not ready to start again. Have you lost everything because you had to leave quickly? Whatever the circumstances are, you have to believe in yourself and know that you believe in God, Spirit, or whoever you follow, they've got you. They're not going to allow you to drown unnecessarily. As they say, only give you what you can take, whatever you can carry. And sometimes that means going deep down within yourself to go figure things out. This is only occurring because something, you got to take part in this, something that you have done as well. Not all the time, but what part did you play in this? That's what we got to be asking ourselves. So you're grieving the things that you've lost, the trips that you planned together, the version of yourself that you became a relationship with them. You might even be grieving the apology that you never received. All I wanted them to do was to tell me why. Why did they do that? Or that they're sorry. Maybe you could move on quicker. If they just told you, or if they was open with you, that I am sorry. I am sorry that I hurt you. I'm sorry that this just didn't work out with us. I care about you. But instead they removed that. Maybe you're just looking for that apology. Is it that something or someone can know the relationship was unhealthy and still felt devastated when it ended? Do you miss someone? Does not automatically mean that they were good for you. That's the thing. Were they good for you? We can quite easily be in a relationship where you think it's good, or maybe you know it's not good. You know that it's time to leave, but you stay because it feels comfortable, because maybe you're scared of being on your own. So you stay. It's not serving you any purpose because of fear of being on your own. There's nothing wrong with that. But what it is not healthy. You're not being honest with yourself. And you have to be honest with yourself. And the moment you are honest, life becomes so much easier. It really does. Missing someone doesn't necessarily mean that you're supposed to return to them. It means that you have formed an attachment. Your heart remembers how it felt, its familiarity, the excitement. Or was it that because you loved them and you loved the relationship and it wasn't healthy? You remembering all these things, your mind starts to create the highlighted reel. You're trying to remember all the bits in sections. I will remember that. That was good. Oh, that was bad. Maybe that's when I should have left, but I didn't. It also shows you having laughter but hiding in loneliness. You just wasn't happy, but you still chose to be in it. It will replay everything, sometimes frame by frame, of the good and the bad. But you still chose to stay. And instead of you taking the reins for yourself, you allowed that person to leave you, to dump you, to walk away. And when that happens, you feel even more rejected. When you should have taken the bull by its horns and left because you probably believed in something Because nobody goes into a relationship for it to end. We want to make things work, but not everybody can be worked on. Not every single relationship can be worked on. We have to take each day as it comes and watch and observe. Are we able to communicate? Are we able to, am I able to express myself the way I want to? Are they listening to me? These are like the important things in relationships. We can do all the superficial things of traveling and partying and visiting people and places and eating out, and they're all just basic things. But it's recognizing, can I truly communicate with my partner? Are they listening? Do they want to work at this? Do they want to work at this? These are basic questions that we got to ask. Now, part of your journal, you need about 2 pages. On the first page, I want you to write what I miss. What did I miss? On the second page, write what the relationship cost me. Do not write about their potential. Write about their patterns. Do not write only their promises. Record their behavior. Do not judge the relationship by its best day. Be honest at what happened repeatedly. Reflection. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, am I grieving who this person truly was, or am I grieving who I hoped they would eventually become? Sit with that. Because sometimes we are not crying over the relationship we had. We're crying over the relationship we kept waiting for. Step 2, that was step 1. Step 2, create a safe space for your healing. After the breakup, reminders are everywhere. Their toothbrush, as if you live together, their favourite mug, a photograph on the dressing table or somewhere around the home. The restaurant you went to or used to go to, your favourite restaurant. The playlist, the music. So as soon as the music or tune comes on, sends you right back there. The cologne, the perfume. You smell someone and it's like, sends you right back. Even the television program can suddenly make you feel emotionally ambushed. You do not have to throw everything away today. But what you do need to do is give your heart some breathing room. Take the photographs, the gifts, the clothes, the letters, the personal belongings, and place them in a box. Close the box. Put it somewhere you do not need to look at it every day. Put it in the cupboard, put it in the wardrobe, put it somewhere, put it in the garage. But put it out of the way that's not going to, every time you see it in the room or wherever you are, that you're going to go right back there. This is not about erasing the relationship. It's about removing or reducing the emotional triggers while your heart is still raw. You would not keep pressing on the physical wound that you've got and then wonder why it still can't heal. So we need to be able to release it. Now, we need to talk about social media. Listen, social media after a breakup can turn into an emotional self-harm. You want to track and see what they're doing. Have they moved on? Who are they seeing? What are they doing? Have they gone somewhere? Oh, they're at the place that we used to go to. Oh my gosh, that's just going to break you even more. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the worst thing you could be doing. Oh, it's the worst thing you could be doing. You deserve more than this. I know someone that does this. When you're checking the social media, you could become a private investigator. Yeah, you need to find out some certain information, but if you learn and know too much, that can break you depending on how emotionally involved you were in. So be mindful of that. So do not go on social media to check. Block them if you have to. Protect your healing. You are not being selfish. You're creating boundaries around your open wound. Create those boundaries. Like it says, do not sit in the front row to their lives while they're rebuilding theirs, whilst they're having fun. That can just send you around, send you crazy, especially if you had feelings for them. Don't bother them. Leave them alone. Move it along slowly. Close those doors. If you have to walk backwards, close the doors behind you, then you do that. Find your safe space for healing. You got to change your bedding, throw them out, get some new ones, create new memories for yourself, open up that curtain, let the fresh air in the room, open the windows, play some calming music, light that candle, burn some incense, burn some sage, cleanse and clean your room, clean your house, clean your home. Release all that energy. Clean your home. That can help. Change your mindset. That helps. That really helps. Take out an old photograph of yourself. Remember how you used to look. Whether you've changed a lot or changed a little. Looking at those old photographs before you had that relationship. How was you? Look within the photograph. Did you look better? Do you look worse? Was the relationship an improvement? Or did it make you devalue yourself? But take out an old photograph and look at how you was. How did you feel? How did it make you feel? But make sure you have no contact with them. This is not a game. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about having and finding your own voice. Have an emotional detox. That's what you need, an emotional detox. Step 3, find your support network. Find them. Heartbreak loves isolation, so find your support. It tells nobody. It tells you nobody will understand. It tells you that you are embarrassing yourself, and you're only going to be embarrassing yourself when you're trying to chase them, trying to hunt them down, trying to beg because you want to be with them, because you can't see your life without them. That's when you're going to be embarrassing yourself. Isolation makes painful thoughts louder. It makes it louder. Can anybody hear it? Reach out to one person, one safe person that you know you can talk, that's going to be listening, that's going to give you comfort, that's going to be there for you. Reach out to them. Be honest. Tell them how you're feeling. Tell them that you're not okay today. I don't need you to fix it. I just need you to listen. Notice that person makes you feel safe. Nobody deserves access to you whilst you are feeling vulnerable. You do not need the friend who will be spreading your business, your gossip elsewhere. You've got to have that person that's, you know, has got your back. Do not ride this alone. Tell them what kind of support you need. You might say, please check on me tonight, today. Please check on me. Can you take a walk with me? Maybe if you like to go to the gym, can we go to the gym? There's another way of releasing. Can I call if I'm tempted to contact them? Can you remind me why I left? I don't need advice right now. I just need to be heard. People cannot always guess what kind of support you're looking for if you don't tell them. We are not mind readers. Give them a map. Give them, directions of how you want them to help you. Find someone that's trustworthy. Choose 3 people. One person can call when you need to cry. One person who will give you or get you out the house when you need to. Maybe that's all in one person. And another person that's going to tell you the truth when you feel like going back and thinking that that was the best thing that ever happened to you. You need your friend. You need that person. You need that person that's going to give you that safe space. There is no shame in needing help. A breakup can always awaken old wounds. Did you heal from the last time? This is why sometimes when they say we've got a keloid, it's because the wound underneath on the surface hasn't healed properly, and then skin is formed on top and builds up on top and on top. And underneath you've got something going on that was never fixed in the first place. So let that wound heal properly. You got to learn how to say goodbye. Every goodbye you've never healed from brings in a memory that takes you back. So heal from the last memory, the last wound, before we move on to the next one. I want to give a quick word to my sponsor, the Essentials Metaphysical Store in Douglasville, Georgia. The Essential Metaphysics Store offers a welcoming space for people exploring spiritual wellness, intentions, reflections, and the meaningful tools for their personal journey. Whether you're looking for something to support your meditation practice, create a peaceful atmosphere, or bring greater intentions into your healing routine, visit Essentials Metaphysical Store in Douglasville. This is another beautiful piece What I need to do, I need to go back. It's beautiful, isn't it? I tend to buy my stones because of how they look, but I love it. So I need to find out before I purchase them, what are they? And write them down and tell you what because I buy my crystals because my energy's been drawn to it. So yeah, I need to write them down and think, right, what is this and what's its purpose? Why was I drawn to this? So yes, that's the Essentials Metaphysical Store in Douglasville. And back to number 4, take breakups, self-care seriously. Step 4 is to treat breakups, self-care, like recovering from an injury. Because heartbreak is not emotional, your body feels it too. Because we're all energy, it feels it. Your appetite might have changed, your sleeping patterns disturbed. Maybe you sleep better. Maybe you're waking up every, half hour, 10 minutes. Everything just changes because it's an emotional thing. You may feel heavy, shaky, restless, nauseous, distracted, exhausted. Your body's responding to loss and stress. So during these early days, return to the basics. Drink water. Oh, coconut water. Feels so good. Oh, drink some water. Eat nourishing food. Take regular exercising. Shower. Take those showers where it's just beating down on you and you feel it and release it. Change your clothes if you've been in the same clothes for the last 5 days or whatever long. Step outside. Hopefully the sun is shining. Or maybe it's raining. Nothing wrong with being outside in the rain. Still be connected with nature. Such a beautiful thing. Take that rest. Hopefully the sun is shining so you can feel it on your skin. That will energize you. It's just a temporary thing, but it will energize you, make you feel better for a short while. But you have to look at what you're putting back in your body. Start small. If it feels impossible to eat something, just start small. Maybe some soup. Just some soup, not soup and bread. Bread is not good, especially not here in America. Bread is not good. Eat some fruit. Have some rice, some eggs, some banana. Just start small. Rebuild your energy. If you're not sleeping well, try and calm the area down at night. Like I say, have some lavender and put the lavender maybe on your pillow. Sprinkle some tincture and put it on the pillow, and that normally helps you. Dim the lights. Put your phone away. Turn it off. Put it on silence or put it on a vibrate, because remember, you still want your friend to check in on you. Take a bath with some essential oils from the metaphysical store. But take a nice long bath with some candles in the dark. Just chill. Depending, do you want to get a bottle of wine? Just have a glass, not the whole bottle. Just have a glass, but do something different. Do not judge yourself of what you're going through. It's just a healing program. This is just temporary. Ask yourself, will this choice comfort me or will this cost me tomorrow? There is also a type of self-care nobody talks about enough. That's keeping small promises to yourself. When a relationship ends, you may feel as though you cannot trust anybody. You trusted the person, you trusted the promise, you trusted the future you was building, and now everything feels uncertain. If the promise is to drink water, do it. If the promise is not to check their page tonight, keep that promise. Every small promise says, I am becoming someone I can rely on. Here's some simple steps of self-care checklist today. Go get yourself a pen and piece of paper, or you can pause it. I promise to drink some water, eat at least one nourishing meal a day, take a shower, get 10 minutes of air, speak to one safe person, avoid their social media for 24 hours or more, and do one thing that has nothing to do with the relationship. Rest without calling yourself lazy. This is your sacred work for yourself. Step 5 is to make no major decisions right now. This is the most crucial part. No major decisions whilst the emotional tsunami is still moving around through you. When you are heartbroken, everything can feel urgent. You may want to quit your job. You may want to move to another city or town or country. You may want to cut your hair off. You may want to spend money you don't have. You may want to throw away every possession, maybe stuff that they got you. You may want to get a tattoo. You may just want to jump straight into another relationship. Send a 10-page message explaining every single detail of the pain you've been going through. 10 pages. You might want to drive to their house and knock the door and shout, I just want closure. None of it's right. None of it. But you got to ask yourself, would the healed version of me make this decision? Am I moving forward? Or am I reacting in the pain? Am I doing this for myself or because I want a reaction from them? What is it? What are you looking for? Is it about them? Or is it about you? Let's get some closure. Closure puts your mindset in a good place. Sometimes closure can be a conversation with them. Sometimes closure can be just that apology. Closure can sound like, I might never understand why they did what they did, but I understand that I will never accept what they did. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. I cannot change how they treated me, but I can change what I tolerate next. Or the relationship ended, but I refuse to let its ending make me feel the way I do. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to be that better person. I am that better person. Create a different ending. A relationship doesn't have to be so black and white. A relationship can be any ending you choose. Any ending you choose. Change the ending, change the story. And in this final piece, we are at Ask Coach Jem. Let's have a look. This is from Danielle. She writes, Coach Jem, my relationship ended 3 weeks ago after 4 years. I know it's unhealthy and spend most of the relationship asking for basic communication and affection. Now my ex says he misses me and wants to try again. Part of me, part of me knows nothing. Part of me knows nothing will change, but another part feels terrifying that he will become better for the next woman. How do I stop myself from going back just because I'm scared he will give somebody else everything I begged him to give me? Well, I've been there before. Do you know, I would say in most of my relationships, I have said what I've wanted and it's not been delivered. Now, what do? Do you sit and tolerate whatever they're saying or not giving you what you want? And my basic thing in a relationship was I just wanted communication and I wanted the affection. It didn't happen. They gave me what they thought I wanted, even though I told them what I wanted. So it doesn't, what I would say to you, Danielle, is in your heart of hearts, how do you actually feel? How do you really feel? Do you feel like it's worth going back to? If it hasn't worked in the 4 years, he only wants to get you back because maybe he's seen you with somebody else, or it's just for comfort, or maybe the relationship he's had before or after you hasn't worked. So he's just going to go back to something that feels safe. So personally, I wouldn't go back. You've already done that relationship. There's nothing to go back to unless you've learned from it. What did that come to teach you? What did the relationship come to teach you? Did you learn anything from it? And clearly, you already know you want basic communication and affection. So when you go, once you've done your self healing, when you go into your next relationship, these are the first things that you've got to ask for and watch out for. Now, if you feel that you're not getting it, do not waste another 4 years on somebody else. That's what I would say. Forget about him begging. That doesn't solve anything. You just got to know what you want and go for it and stick with it. Do not deviate with anything else. Watch out for the red flags. Someone better will come along. Someone better will come along. Don't settle. 4 years is more than enough to give to somebody. And you'll be just fine. You will be just fine. The next one will most likely be around the corner. But take this time out to figure out all these questions that you've just asked me. Throw it back on yourself. Just throw it back on yourself. Yeah. I hope that has helped. Now, if you want me to answer a question that you might have for me, send me an email on the link below and ask Coach Jem, and I'll answer it for you in my valid opinion. In my valid opinion. And in this last section, what I've got for you is your 24-hour heartbreak plan. I'm just going to go through this quickly. Okay, so what I want you to do is When you have the urge to call, text, check in on their social media, or beg them to reconsider, follow these steps. So, first, do not act for 20 minutes or so. Set a timer. Secondly, write the message in your notes app instead of sending it to them. Let the feelings leave your body without putting your healing into somebody else's hands. Third, contact one person from your heartbreak support team and say, I'm having an urge to contact them. Please stay with me for 10 minutes. Fourth, change your physical state. Stand up, wash your face, step outside, walk around the room, take slow breaths, move your body, maybe it's to some music. Do something different. The fifth one, read your reality list. Not only what you missed, read what the relationship cost you. Read the moments when you felt dismissed, confused, lonely, disrespected, unseen, or emotionally unsafe. And finally, tell yourself, I can miss them without contacting them. I can love them without returning to what hurt me. I can feel the urge without obeying it. This moment will pass because it will pass. I will survive. I will survive this pain. I am a survivor. I love myself and I am going to give back to myself. Sit and breathe. You've got this. So, my beautiful souls, hope you enjoyed methods of how to heal that broken heart. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Don't forget to drink your water, eat well, take account of all the things that is going to put you in a better mindset. Don't forget to click on the ebooks that I've got out that's going to give you self-help, love, relationship, and life. And if you're interested on doing a 6-week rebuild course, click on the website with the link below. We can help build together. And remember, I don't just coach you, we rebuild together. Lots of love always. Don't forget to hug yourself, love on yourself, kiss yourself, and say to yourself in the mirror, I love you. You take care. Bye.